welcome to Taco Rico.
Hi.
Can I get your order?
Just some water to start with.
Water?
And
okay.
maybe it's like a bean burrito.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I don't know, do you?
Yeah, I think so. Are you Don
Yeah, I'm
Cheadle?
an actor,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
How are you?
That's
Yeah.
so nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Griselda.
Griselda.
I'm
nice
such
to
a
meet
fan.
you. Oh, thank you.
Yes, I love your movies.
Oh, thanks a lot.
What are you doing here in Portugal?
I heard about the drought. I
Oh,
wanted to check it out. I mean, I hear there's some places that don't even have like water in the
no
taps.
water at all. They have tanks and they have to fill them up.
And for how long has it been like this?
About 3 years.
No, 3 years?
3 years, and it's getting really bad right now. Hopefully it rains this year. I live in a ranch down Terravella. We're not rich. We don't have too much money. Our ranch is really dry right now.
Wow.
Yeah. You wanna go see how it is?
I would love to. That's very generous
Yeah.
of you.
So I'll go get your water.
Okay.
And I'll be back.
Thank you. Maybe I'll just have gold instead of water. It seems like it's easier.
California has now announced the state's first ever mandatory water reductions as the state suffers through the severe drought. He just made this announcement at the annual snowpack survey where apparently he was actually standing on dry grass. Sarah Steiner's with me on the phone. She's following the story from California.
What is telling about how bad this drought is that there is a community in East Porterville that has no water in their homes. About 5,000 people have no water running in their homes in America. So there's a lot of concern going on now. And this isn't just the worst drought in 100 years, which has been talked about over and over and over again. A new study said this is the worst drought in 1,200 years.
Hey, Don, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Pleasure to meet you, too. Let's go take a look at things.
Okay. So this is it.
Yeah, this canal here has been dry for going on almost 3 years with no
Wow.
water.
Really?
This is where we get our irrigation water when it's available. And that water comes from the snowpack and the rains that get collected in the reservoirs east of here. If there's water here, this field that we're looking at that has nothing in it would have been planted to corn. Without that water, which has been dry for going on almost 3 years, we didn't plant this field this year.
And you're in a similar situation that all of your neighbors are in too, where they're having to make similar decisions based on the lack of water?
This entire valley right now has to make those kind of same decisions.
What percentage of the food in the world comes from this area?
Well, it's hard for me to say. I know when you look at the almonds and pistachios, they're in the 95% and up of the world.
Wow.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
Milk in this area is about 9% of the United States. I have friends in the Midwest that when they talk about the California drought, they see it in their food prices at the store.
Well, so then I guess my question is then, if this has been this condition for 3 years, where do you get the water from?
The only place we can get water from is the underground. And so you're limited by that, and you're limited by the future. You know, it used to be 40 years ago, if you went down 60 feet, you would hit water. I drilled a well earlier this year when I went 800 feet at a cost of $150,000.
Wow.
Put a new pump pressure system in it, you know, at a cost of $80,000 on top of that.
So at almost $250,000, I mean, that's not something that everyone can easily afford, right?
You know, that's an investment that you can't avoid. Water is the lifeblood. You have to have it. You cannot work around it without it.
What's the worst case scenario? I mean, where are we looking if this continues 3, 4, 5 years? I mean, what are the options?
If we have 2 more years of this same thing with no water, that's going to be tough. I don't want to think about it. We'll always be able to irrigate something, but if it's only 10%, then basically 90% of my employees are going to be gone. I don't want to think about having to let people go.
This is important to the world, right? I mean, what are we looking at?
If we were to lose this food supply here, I think we have a real national security problem. If California wasn't providing food to the United States, I think we'd be in some real trouble.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey.
how you doing? I'm
How
Don.
you doing? Adam.
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Nice to meet you
Nice
too.
to
Good to
see
see you again. Yeah.
Thanks for coming
I'm
to see
glad
how
to be
things
here.
are over here.
Yeah.
A lot
thanks.
different.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
different.
3 years back, it was green and nice.
Just 3 years back.
3 years.
Wow. You show me around?
Oh yeah, let's go. I'll show you over here.
Okay.
Yeah, over here it's a lot drier. You'll see.
So you've been here 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, see, like the first year was regular year, but the second year is just horrible. The third year, well, you don't want to know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is what we have left of the third year. And now, if this year doesn't rain, then we're not gonna do anything, because it's just a waste of work, a waste of money,
Right.
money that we don't have, and it's just hard for everybody. Like in our Hispanic community, it's like a dream, having a little farm. You gotta live here to know what's happening. If you don't live here, you don't know what's happening. If you talk to people like that come from other places and you tell them, they're all like, yeah, you're crazy. How you gonna be suffering that much? Well, you do.
It's the reality.
It's the reality.
I imagine.
Oh yeah, because you came over here with a dream,
You don't want to leave.
and then
Turned
like
into a
me.
nightmare.
Oh yeah.
If it's not too personal a question, how much do you spend on water just monthly? What is your water bill?
The highest bill I paid per month was $12,000.
What?
12,000.
$12,000.
This is the land of hope. Why? Because you're always hoping that it's gonna be better, and you could pass 50 years, 100 years, and you're still hoping that it's gonna come, and you die hoping. Sometimes you see in the news, oh, it's gonna rain pretty good. Oh, you start working your land and trying to plan your stuff. Nothing.
Nothing.
It was a hope. You keep on going. And you see the news again the next day. Oh, it's gonna rain next week. Another hope. It's gonna come, it's gonna come.
You start hating weathermen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but see, it's just like that. It's just an everyday life here.
Yeah.
And we have to get to a point that either keep on going, keep trying, or just let it go. You know, but that's a real tough situation.
You want to push that decision as far down the road
as far as you can. It's not because of me or because of somebody else. It's because of somebody that you cannot fight against it.
Yeah.
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
You cannot fight against her.
Do you ever talk about, or does it even matter to you guys, the issue of climate change, or why it's happening, or how it's happening?
Well, you see in the news, you see everywhere that this is changing for bad, not for good. Because back then, it doesn't used to be that hot. We used to have rain. We used to have snow. So we're doing something wrong, and not just me or you, everybody.
Right.
Why?
We don't have
Because-
another planet to go to yet.
No, that's it. If we get this one over with, then we're done.
Okay, I just did the schedule. Just
Hey, Don Cheadle.
Hey, I'm Jay, family Eddie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Jay. So, having seen what's happening in the Central Valley with these these farmers, and is there any hope on the horizon for them?
We're using up that groundwater at such a rapid clip that I think the future of agriculture in California is really at risk. These are some images that come from the GRACE mission, and they show the progressive drying of California. And so you can see pretty clearly we're going from this green, sort of like the traffic signal color scheme, green, everything's okay, to yellow, like, whoa, we better be careful, and red, we're in big trouble. Over the last few years, California has lost, gosh, something like 4 trillion gallons of water per year.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, 4 trillion with a T. That water is not going to be replaced. A lot of it comes from groundwater use that we use to support agriculture.
Right. So our aquifers are depleted.
The aquifers are getting depleted at a rapid clip. It's
that
pretty
severe.
scary. It is that severe.
I mean, it's, you know, my jaw's on the ground. It's not an overstatement to say this is a crisis that we
It's
are.
it's a huge crisis. Yeah.
And why isn't the alarm bell being rung louder?
Part of the problem that we have is that we can still turn on the tap. Even though the crisis is as bad as it is, you can still turn on the tap.
Well, not everywhere in California, right?
I know, right. But unless that happens to you, right, maybe that's what it takes, that you have to turn on your tap and you literally hear the giant sucking sound. You can see the decline in the last few years. Groundwater in the Colorado River Basin has been disappearing at a rate of 6 or 7 to 1 compared to the losses in Lake Powell and Lake Mead. And no one is paying attention and no one is talking about it. This threatens the water security of the entire western United States.
Right.
It's going to get worse, okay? I mean, this is really scary stuff. Exactly. And I am getting to the point where I'm not sleeping well at night.
Can you tie this into climate change?
Absolutely. What we're finding is that the dry areas of the world are actually getting drier, just like the climate models and the IPCC has been suggesting, and the wet areas are getting wetter. So this is like that US map that we just looked at, except now we're looking at the whole world. And we're looking at the trends in total freshwater availability all over the world. The blues are gaining, the reds are losing. Okay?
Look at Greenland.
The biggest losers, right, Greenland and Antarctica. So ice sheets are melting away, contributing to sea level rise. And we did a study that came out in June that showed that over half of the 37 largest aquifers in the world are past sustainability tipping points, meaning we use more than is being replenished each year. And of those, 13 are severely, severely stressed. And this is where we grow all our food, by the way.
I mean, this is insane.
This is
This
insane.
is at a level where you talk about crimes against humanity. You know, these crises where world leaders aren't stepping up to address this. I mean, how is this? I mean, how is this defensible?
It's not. It's absolutely not.
I mean, is this going to potentially be? I mean, I know we can only look so far, but are we talking about like a great migration again? I mean, is man going to have to completely pick up and move to places where?
I think it's not just about water. So the answer is, I think yes. I mean, we're not super good at adapting. If you had to make a dystopian movie of the future, that would be it.